It is episode 627 of the Working Class Bowhunter podcast. Kurt Geyer speaking here from New Windsor, Illinois.
Eric Hammond.
Doug Schmidt, also here.
All right, boys, let's not be so fucking awkward about it, all right?
Well, I don't know why you added the whole New Windsor, Illinois in there.
Well, I said Illinois. I meant Illinois.
Illinois.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Ross Bigger's in the house.
What's up, guys?
He's here.
Hey,
How's it going?
Turns out we didn't replace you with Lee.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like I got a little heated or got sideways somewhere, but
It's okay. We're glad you're back, buddy.
Listeners
here.
love you. They hate Lee. That's okay.
that's all right.
It happens.
Fine. Don't hate Lee, though. I mean,
We'll get into it. Moving around the table. Mr. Name Change in the house.
Yes.
Unnotched.
Yep.
Hey, brother.
Still can't kill anything.
You're going through a transition right now.
You're
and-
still
Yeah.
notched.
Hey, we support you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's for the people.
I need it. I need it.
We'll
to
get into
through
this.
it.
And center of the table. First time in the studio. First time podcasting in person. A real podcast. Mr. Basement Decorator.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah, it's a blast.
You
Thanks for
flew
coming
to us.
I did.
From where?
So, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
damn, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I apologize for what we do already. Well, I think we're going to have some fun. I'm sure
be a blast.
Mr. Unnotched here has filled Mr. Basement Decorator in on our shenanigans a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
Shenanigans started when I picked him up at the airport.
All right, very much.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's just cut right into it. Let's start the gay jokes right away.
I thought you were late. Is that what I heard?
No,
He was very late.
I was not.
very late?
Your plane landed earlier than it was supposed to.
No, you said 4.
No. I picked him up, and I had a sign that said, "Welcome home, Thomas. Congrats on the transition surgery." And yeah, I plan on being like in the airport and like getting a group of people to clap for him, but he was walking to the truck already.
Damn.
I was waiting outside for like
Go back in.
You
Go
fucked
back
up.
in.
You fucked up.
Yeah, rainbow border and everything.
Moline-
Going full gay.
It looked really nice.
Moline, Illinois airport might not have been like. It's not busy enough to get a crowd of gays there anyway. Maybe, I mean, you probably could have got
might get one or
nothing
two.
but
Well,
gays.
yeah, I could have told them what I was doing, and they probably would have been there for it.
Hey, all you fags, get in here
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
You're insulting them while you're trying to get them to.
Some guys are trying to catch a flight.
Don't touch
What
me,
the
but you guys
hell?
can stand really close.
it's the Quantities Airport. There probably was no one waiting for anyone there.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't much people at all.
Yeah, they don't care about people in Moline. But, dude, what do you do, man? I know what you do, but tell the people what you do.
Yeah. So, I hunt whitetails, and I like to decorate my basement walls, and I like to cook it up right.
Dude, Basement Decorator is the sickest name, for the record.
It's got a ring to it.
Because I know exactly what it means when I hear it.
Yeah.
How did you think of that? Like, what's...
So it started during COVID. I always wanted to do something, but I literally didn't even know what Instagram was. That's where it first started. And my wife said, "What do you think about when you walk up to a deer?" And I said, "Well, the first thing I think about is what's he going to look like on the basement wall?" And she was like, "Well, you're the basement decorator."
Nice.
So
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I didn't want to make like something outdoors or
Yeah.
deer killer outdoors or something.
I thought maybe
like
that's just what you did for a living.
Yeah. No.
Can you decorate my upstairs? Nope.
Nope.
Only
Nope.
the basement.
Just the
Basements
basement.
only.
Basements only.
I think it's sick because not only does it like Mr. Basement Decorator sounds sick,
Yeah.
It does.
but it's a great social media handle. And I don't know how you guys feel, and I'm talking to you two specifically here at the table. I view you guys as fun, lighthearted. You guys are on the positive side of social media. And that's why part of the reason why we have you guys here, because social media is such a shitbag place a majority of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys in the hunting realm are funny, lighthearted,
Yeah.
entertaining, easy go. Like, you can't be mad when you see your content.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how we became friends because there was I think there was somebody hating on something that I put up like a year and a half ago, and you came in my defense.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we started texting, and he's like a little brother to me now. So
Yeah.
And this is the first time we met.
Hot in them DMs, huh?
He saw me today. He was
Oh,
like, "You're not as big as I thought you were." I was like, "I don't know what that
More of a
means."
bear
I
type.
disagree.
Yeah.
You're a tall man.
Yeah, you're a big dude. But yeah, all right, that's cool. That makes sense because that's how Mr. Unnotched formerly Hunt Works, and then you transitioned.
Yep,
to
I
Unnotched.
did.
And,
I was forced.
Lawsuits.
lawsuits.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can get into that if we need to, but probably don't need to. But
No, we're good.
but yeah, that's how we kind of got to know you is like you were just a funny motherfucker, and we're like, hey, come on in. We really just fucked off on your episode.
Oh, yeah. It
And
was a
then
lot
we
of
like,
fun.
oh dude, remember we did the
Oh God.
what
Yeah.
what would we call it? We made like a scheme where you
It's
wrote,
like a social experiment.
so we did this fake video last time Brandon was on, and we had him talk for like a minute,
I forgot about this.
like he was Missouri's best hunter.
Yeah.
Just to cut the clip and put it on TikTok. He's like super arrogant.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
this
And
one.
like clearly, if you know you're joking.
Yes,
But-
exactly.
We realized how unpopular you really were, and no one knew you.
Because everyone took him serious.
Everyone's like, fuck this guy.
Well, because he said Missouri was the hardest state to hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My-
just like
yeah.
overly bold claims.
Yes. My favorite part about that was everybody in the comment section thought their state was the hardest state to hunt.
Oh yeah. Oh, it proved our point.
Yes.
And doing the whole thing. You
And
know?
I would DM people, be like, they would message me talking shit. Like, Missouri's easy, dude. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you failed. And then I just send them the link to the full episode.
Yeah.
That was it. And they actually, we had like a longer clip attached to it.
After we posted,
Yes,
like
I would send
2
them
days
that
after.
clip, and they're like, "Oh, dude, sorry about that." I'm like, "That's exactly why we did this."
Yeah.
because you guys jumped to conclusions
Yep.
on everything.
1 minute clip.
Yes,
I thought it was funny that you told everyone it was a joke. Like,
Yeah.
literally the next day, and they kept hating on you.
they kept going.
Yeah.
after
I'm
it.
like, wow.
Well, you know what's funny about it is,
Even I hated it. Hated you.
you were part of it.
And we knew what we were doing.
But I will say too. All right. If let's count this first. Social media people that we've had on the podcast, and I don't. That's not a. It sounds like a negative thing.
Are you air quoting that?
Yeah, because I don't think. I hate to call you guys social media people, only because I feel like without knowing more, that is painted as like negative or
Yeah.
or not something that can be taken seriously, because it very much so can be nowadays, and it's a part of our space now as hunters. It's it's what we do, or what's part of what we do in the internet realm of it. We've had you guys now, both of you guys, Zach Jacoby. And then would that be the only like internet, like strictly internet, social platform based people we've ever had on the show?
I'm trying to think, but that might be it.
I think so.
So it's very select few people we like talk about social media with, because typically it leans negative. I know when we talk in our conversations, like it always kind of leans in a negative way, even though there is a very positive, fun side of it.
Yeah, I mean, social media is what you make of it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're only getting on there to talk shit to people, it's going to be
Hey.
not a great experience. But
And you suck if that's the reason why you're doing
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I mean, people enjoy doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy going through and watching people's videos. I don't even know. Congratulations, great buck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Dink.
So
And I think
It's you.
No, it was me.
Yeah.
No, I just said.
I think especially in the hunting realm, there's different social media people than like there's two different sides of it. There's people who just do it for the social media.
Give me. What
Only-
do you mean?
Like
clicks.
every video they post, it's something like bizarre. Like
Oh.
I'm gonna try to kill a deer off my surfboard, and
World record
Yeah.
gazelle from a transgender.
yes, it's always something just weird, and they're just trying to get views off of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to make people laugh, and like I don't kill anything, so technically I'm just doing social media. But
You wish you were a hunter.
yeah, I'm at least honest about it. And
Yeah, that's what's cool about it.
right, I like to have fun with it and make fun of myself, and that's just a blast.
I like to get on there and follow stuff, and then if I don't like something, or if I like something, either way, I'll comment something. But on the bad ones, I might comment some asinine comment or something. But
You're one of the
and then
guys.
I never go back to see
see
what
if they
somebody else
responded.
said. I just whoop, on by. It's
You
just
want to know
gone.
my entire social
Farting
media
away.
algorithm?
So Brandon started this, and when he did it, I did it after he did. We'll go on random lives on TikTok.
Yeah.
And we'll say, obviously they're not hunters, and we'll say, well, what do you do if a doe blows at you? Just to see what they say, or to see what.
Oh,
the way
like
they-
so you can join another live.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can you
yeah.
can join another live, and you're just trying to get somebody's reaction. But it's funny because some people who we think aren't hunters immediately are like, "Oh, if she blows, she's fucking gonna go."
She goes, yeah.
Like, roll that
She
bitch.
blows, she
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll that bitch.
Yeah. And I love doing that, especially people that are obviously not at all like us.
Yeah.
Not going there.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
if a doe blows at you, are you rolling her ass over? I'm like, what are you talking about? What's a doe? And, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Okay, so now that we know. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say, if you want to know what my algorithm is, it's cleavage and people getting knocked unconscious. So that's
Nice.
my internal brain.
I still haven't figured out TikTok yet.
No, I deleted that. I'm telling Instagram is all just cleavage
yeah.
and
Oh, for
people
sure.
getting knocked out. That's okay. I'm a man. So now that Mr. Anach explained, you just explained your type of content.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Basement Decorator, if you would explain your type of content. So we're on even playing field.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely have a comedic theme to some of my stuff. I also have my rants, where I'll state my opinion, and
Okay, we're gonna get into that.
it's just my opinion. And some of it's serious. I like to put cooking videos up, and honestly, like for me, social media is a way for me and my 7-year-old to look back years back,
Yeah.
and he loves watching all my videos. There's some he can't watch, but you know.
Skip
But-
that.
yeah.
Someday he
Yeah,
can.
yeah. So I mean, like some of it's comedy, some of it's serious, like me acting like I know how to edit a film on YouTube or something like that, and slow mo, kill shots, stuff like that. But it's just a way for me to capture what happened out there because I will forget.
Yeah, you're just doing it anyway.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And if people
I
want
mean,
to
you gotta
watch,
think
cool.
too, like your
Yeah.
great whatever grandchildren will be able to watch this someday.
Yeah.
Until
They'll
China
still be
takes
there.
over and murders us all, and there'll be no existence. I'm sorry. Did I
Well,
spout
You
that
said
out
that
loud?
out loud, Kurt.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I mean, I literally don't care. I don't care how many people like my videos. I don't.
You're still gonna do them.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it.
You still check
Yeah.
though, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Julian?
What I wanted to get into.
You still
Julian?
check. You still check your
the
likes.
rant
though, right?
loopholes are on.
Kurt, where'd you go?
Yeah,
Are you
you gotta
here?
take
I want to
money
know,
purposes.
Mr. Basement Decorator.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a couple of rants. Let's get into it. Let's
Okay.
get spicy.
Okay.
The glasses are on the suit. Sheesh.
We're
What?
13 minutes in.
We're talking about rants.
There's 6 minutes of intro.
I'm talking to Mr. Basement Decorator here, and you're
sorry.
interrupting.
Go.
Give me an example of like maybe the last rant you went on.
Oh, the last one.
You know
I
what? Do we
went-
need to find it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, the last one had 600 comments on it, and
Dang.
they were not nice.
Had,
Really?
had more comments than likes.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Yeah.
Let's get in here.
That's when you know it's a good
Yeah,
video.
you have more comments than likes.
23 likes, 600 comments.
Guide me to it.
So it's the one where I don't have a hat on.
Well,
That's all of them.
This one?
The
This
one
one?
where I look like a
that one.
Is this one?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Holy?
Okay, let's see if we can hear this here.
Eve Smokes. The DNR in North Carolina is proposing shortening gun season so that, quote, the immature bucks have a chance to reach maturity. Currently, gun season starts the Monday before Thanksgiving or the weekend before Thanksgiving. And they are proposing starting it the Saturday after Thanksgiving now. I think this is a great idea. It'll keep gun season out of the rut, and it'll allow deer to reach maturity. I don't care what people harvest, but you also hear those same people say they never see any mature bucks, and it's because it's an absolute melee because we had such a long gun season. So I'm very hard on the DNR in North Carolina, but this is an awesome proposal and it's a step in the right direction, and I am on board with this proposal 100%. Shortening gun season
Shortening gun season.
will turn North Carolina into the hunting state that it should have been all along, in my opinion.
Okay, good rant, and you didn't lose your cool like I would have.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody could hear that. You're basically North Carolina's shortening gun season, and I thought you were going to argue against it the way it started.
No. So it turned out that they're only talking about doing it in the western region of North Carolina. So it's not even where I hunt, but
Fuck this again.
yeah, but
That's a start.
The problem we have in North Carolina is we have a 2-week muzzleloader, and then we have rifle all the way to January 1st. And muzzleloader starts on November 4th.
Holy
so
shit!
we have a 2-month gun season.
Whoa.
And
Oh, gosh,
and we
damn.
have
What
Straight
the
through?
hell?
yeah all the way
Is
through.
bow open up and all that?
No, I mean you can use a bow, but
You're
it's
wearing
not,
orange.
Yeah, it's not only bow. So
Right.
So I mean, we have had better bucks in the past couple of years, but we just have this whole notion in our state. We have first of all we have a lot of dog hunters in the eastern part of the state, and then when you go to like processors and stuff during the rut, I mean it's just 4-pointers and spikes everywhere, and people were going crazy over this video, and they were like, you hunt the way you want to hunt. If you want to use a bow, use a bow. You know what? And during gun season, I use a gun in North Carolina. It's very hard to hunt there. So it just, people don't want change.
No,
Well,
2 months
yeah.
seems like a long ass
yeah.
time.
I don't see how someone could have a problem with your take on it.
And I'm talking about taking 1 week away.
Oh,
That was that. Yeah, that
Of
was the
2
proposed-
months.
Yeah.
All right, guys. North Carolina. Listen up.
Oh, you put
And
the
listen,
glasses
Put the
on.
glasses on. Put the glasses on.
Oh gosh.
Kurt,
What are
where'd
you
get?
doing?
Oh, nice.
What are you doing?
Doing?
What are you fucking doing? I bet you about 2 weekends of deer season in Illinois, and everyone hates on me. This guy wants to take a week away. It's 2 fucking months long. Let them go so they can grow. Come on, help your boy out.
You can't be the only one that wants this to happen.
There was a lot of people that made positive comments, but like
I was gonna say it can't be all negative.
Yeah, the overwhelming comments were pretty negative.
And they're probably just
Yeah. So I mean,
Here's the what I've seen in the quick scroll. No, it won't, because I'll smack a spike in bow season. All right. Yeah, but it's easier to smack a spike from 400 fucking yards across a hayfield.
yeah.
Well, and those
Oh, yeah.
are the same people that complain about never seeing big deer.
Yeah.
It's those people are
that's where
miserable.
you
in
wish
their
you were
existence.
standing there and just smash them right in the mouth
Yeah.
every time. They just
I love Ross.
and even if they let's say they don't even say it, they're just typing it. If you could just be there and as soon as they hit the fucking period and send,
Wham! Knock their bottom
That's
teeth
the
out.
guy that says, "Hey, it must be nice to live in Iowa."
Yeah.
Iowa. Well,
Yeah,
then
you know
fucking
what?
Move here.
Are you building points in Iowa?
No.
Come to Illinois. It's over the fucking counter. So is Indiana. So
Yep.
is Wisconsin. So is Missouri. So
Ohio.
is Ohio. And you can bait in fucking Ohio.
yep.
Lots of bait.
Well, you can bait in North Carolina too. That's probably the problem, huh?
Lots of bait. Yeah. And everyone
Licking bricks.
Everyone puts corn out.
Pear.
Yeah. But you
bricklayers.
can only bait during the season because corn causes CWD in the off season.
Everybody
That's
knows that.
exactly shit.
Is that a thing
Yeah.
they're saying?
Oh yeah.
Why? Because then they
no,
can.
no. In North Carolina, where I hunt, you can literally only bait from September to January 1st, and then after season, when they need food, when there's no food left, you're not alled to put anything out.
Total opposite here.
So-
Yeah, it's how
Total
it is.
opposite.
You know what it is? It's because if they get the disease during deer season, they can be cold from the herd.
Yeah.
But if they get it out of season, they spread their STDs throughout.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like condom, no condom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
I have a lot of CWD rants also.
Let's
So
get
they
into
can
it, brother.
actually get CWD on corn out of season.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
No,
basically,
everyone knows that.
they don't say that, but essentially, it's what they're saying because they allow us to put it out during the season,
Right.
and everyone puts it out. I mean, if you don't bait in North Carolina, you literally won't see a deer.
If it's
Can
in
I break
season,
the-
they can't get
Can I
it.
break this down for you, Ross? I know you're having a hard time understanding this.
Yeah.
Woman on a period can't get pregnant. Off period can get pregnant. You know that. You understand that math.
Sure.
Same thing, but just in North Carolina and corn.
Now, thank you, Kurt. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I have heard this though. I mean, you don't want to start supplemental feeding in the late season, like when the elements are really nasty and there's no food, and you just go out there and dump a bunch of food to them and then stop.
Well,
Like you can't. It's like you
I
just
think it's
went and
just
ate a huge.
straight grain, and
Okay.
and so then
But it's still not healthy for the deer to get a whole shitload of protein out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like you go out there and start doing your chores,
If it gets real cold,
and then
you-
all of a sudden you just stop or you leave on vacation and nothing's there. It's like that's the hardest thing on them.
I thought it was. I mean, I could be wrong. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
he's right.
But I thought it
Thank you.
was
Thank you,
the
Eric.
blend of food. So if you just dump straight corn to them, and then they have nothing, and they just gorge themselves with corn. But I thought if there was,
But they're not horses.
But I thought if there was a blend of food, like if they had something else to break
But
it up for that
it
digestive
doesn't really
system.
matter if you have corn or whatever. If you put a fucking pile of corn out, a pile of beans out, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they eat that and then just stop
And
and,
then it's
it
gone.
gets colder and fuck, they're
Well-
used to that all that high protein.
And then all of a sudden it just
It
shocks
stops.
them.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be just like us. Like,
Yeah.
hey, eat 14 pounds of meat for fucking 2 weeks.
But what
and
I'm
then
saying
just
is
quit.
there's like corn,
Drink
hay, grass, like there's a
Yeah.
blend of food, not just like
Yeah.
gorge themselves with straight gold corn and it's just like they got a belly full of corn and then nothing. I thought it was like if you.
But they're gonna go to that first before the greens and shit.
Well, I thought if you blended, if you're doing supplemental feed and had like a blend of food, so they're getting a little bit of everything. I thought that I might be wrong on
Hey,
that.
maybe
but that's what
I
thought.
think you're probably right, but
Hey, look.
it has to be consistent.
I live in Illinois. Don't get to do any of it anyway.
I don't even know.
I'm guessing.
I think I read this in a magazine or something. I
I
don't
read it in
I
fucking
heard
deer
at a
and deer
bar.
hunting.
But we had, I think, 4 positives this year out of like 48,000 deer tested. So
Pretty good odds.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
So what's up with North Carolina and their shit? Their like management practice.
it's just bad, and it's been bad for a long time.
What's your
They-
theory on it? Is it just people who just don't hunt?
No, I know what it is. They're run by insurance companies. So, well,
That makes sense.
yeah, but so they
That's the
get
theory,
we get
right?
4 doe tags, we get 2 buck tags, but they give out depredation tags to anyone that farms an acre or more. So
An acre?
Yeah. So like the farmers are killing deer all year long. I mean, we had a property a couple of years ago. We thought, what died over there, and we went and looked in this ditch, and there was just deer everywhere.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
And they're just there rotting.
They're killing them and dumping them.
Yeah. So and they're supposed to take them, but they don't. So
They're farmers. They
yeah,
don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Wow.
An acre or more. That's pretty.
So, all right, let me break this down. All right, let's do this first. Okay. We got Missouri, we got North Carolina, we got Iowa, we got Illinois in the house here, all at this table. So it's basically Midwest versus East.
I
here.
hunt Missouri.
You're your experience. You hunt all
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Okay. Let's talk Illinois first because we're
Yep.
technically we're not really outnumbered here, but kind of. Usually I am, but Illinois. What percent of okay, bow hunters are all hunters. What percent of hunters, gun or bow or any weapon, are QDMA, want to kill mature deer type hunters in Illinois? Bigger bucks, more mature deer. What percent of the hunter, if we had to guess?
I'd go like 30 to 35.
I'd say that's fair. I would push now that we could be touching 40.
Okay.
But maybe I'm giving it
we're up under 50 for sure.
1,000% under 50.
Yeah. So I'd say 30. I'm gonna settle on 33%.
I'll go 37 and give us the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But I'm with you. We're there. All right. Iowa's different because you guys are a draw state.
Yep.
All
higher.
the hunters that
I'm gonna
hunt Iowa a
say-
year.
42%.
I would have guessed higher.
I'd agree with that.
See, yeah, but there's a
I
lot
would
of
say
Iowa
42 to
residents.
52.
There's a lot of Iowa, and
I-
you got shotgun hunting,
Not over
party
50
hunting.
because you watch it's a great page on Facebook, Trophy Bucks of Iowa. You scroll Trophy Bucks of Iowa, there's more small deer than there is big deer on that page.
Really?
Oh yeah. I would say we're probably right there with Illinois. 37 to
We're probably
42.
2% more.
Yeah, that surprised me too because I just mean everybody that hunts Iowa for the year.
2%, just guessing.
But like honestly, it could be true.
good.
I'm sure there's a statistic somewhere, but how accurate could it be? Because
Yeah.
I never taken a fucking poll in my life.
Well, party hunting,
Never.
party hunting until hurt in Iowa. I mean, I'm sure it is Illinois too, but
We can't party hunt here.
oh, you can't. So that's what's hurting Iowa because
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many guys. I mean, it's tradition. I get it. It's
All
a
right,
fucking disaster.
Mr. Basement Decorator, give me your home state breakdown on like what people are on that QDMA mature buck program.
It's less than 10%.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it. There's a lot of guys that only have 5 days to hunt, and they're going to go out and they want to have that joy of,
Sure.
because I'll admit I've shot small deer before, and
Yeah, we all have,
and I was excited, but I think you grow and you mature as a hunter.
Yeah.
And now, if I walk up to a deer like that, I feel nothing. I feel remorse.
Yeah, I feel regretful.
I'm like,
yeah.
why did I shoot that deer? So,
If all of us here at
Yeah.
the table, if we wanted to go out on a day and kill any deer,
oh yeah,
most days we probably could just go kill any deer.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
But the thing about it is, as a hunter, you just keep raising the bar for you should just be raising the bar for yourself.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
people
Not-
are going to be mad at this conversation. That's good
100%,
because
yeah.
it's good because it gets people thinking.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you rather us kill less deer and more mature deer than less mature deer and more deer? You want us to kill less immature deer?
Well,
In our eyes, yes, but the general population, no. They want to kill as many deer as
brown
possible
us
because they don't
down.
want to hit them with their fucking car.
Well, I think it. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, my dad, my uncle, my neighbors, a lot of them. I mean, we're all farming, and you oughta, I mean, you should see how much damage these deer are doing.
I know
And
they
there's
do
a
damage, yeah.
shitload.
But I'm talking
and they all want them
hunters.
dead. Like,
Yeah.
I
and
know
then
that.
they've tried to get nuisance permits and just start shooting them. Well, it's a lot harder to get one of those than you think
In Illinois.
in Illinois.
Especially in
And-
Iowa, it's hard too.
Yep. So they can't just, they're just talking like, we're just going to go start shooting deer because we're tired of them eating the crops. But Jiminy Christmas, I don't want that to happen. Now, I think we should harvest a bunch of does and try to keep the population,
In balance.
in
think that would
balance.
fix a lot of
Dr.
things.
Deere would tell you just pour more food to them. Just keep as many deer as you can get, the better. Well, quality of deer is a different.
I mean, my number one question to all those people is the same thing. Do you use all your doe tags?
Right.
Because, like, the notion of, I shoot a deer for the meat. Okay, I get that. I really enjoy venison also. I eat every deer. Or
Everyone here does the same, yeah.
Yeah, I make sure the meat gets to someone if I have too much or whatever. But if you are that guy, don't talk unless you're using all your doe tags.
Right.
You
Or
know,
you're shooting a
yeah.
basket rack,
Yeah.
young 2-year-old buck or something, a year and a half old, versus shooting a doe instead.
Yeah.
Like, I've
And if it's your biggest buck ever, I have no problem.
Kill
but
it.
but I
Do your
just
thing.
I just feel like raise the bar for yourself. The only reason I score deer, I will never post a score of any deer that I've ever killed. I score them for an internal competition
I like that.
because
that's
I
really
want to
good.
know, did I beat what I did last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and that's my argument
I
on the
appreciate that,
doe
though.
thing, because we only have 200 doe tags in the county I live in. It's per county in
wow.
Iowa.
Wow.
So we get 200 for every season.
Yeah.
So bow, every gun season, there's 200. That's it.
Yeah.
So like it's,
Yeah.
and I don't get how they come up with that number. I think
I
it's
have no
fucking.
idea
I think
either.
it's fucking asinine.
Dude, I think you got
The
to start.
city of Davenport's just like
Dude, they don't
200.
care.
Sounds like a lot.
That's a lot, right?
I think you got to start urban hunting, dude, because I think you got to shoot
Oh, yeah.
like 5 does before you can kill a buck.
In
3.
urban zones. There's some faggot sitting in some business chair in Davenport, Iowa's like, 200, that's a lot.
That sounds good.
That's a lot of fucking deer.
Got no fucking idea.
That's an even number.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, but Mr. Unnotch, you didn't get to speak your piece on your personal take on misery.
I think where I'm at, which is southern Missouri, which is nothing like what everybody thinks of Missouri when you're.
Well, it's
deer
the
hunting.
hardest state to hunt in the world.
Yeah, it's horrible.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Awful.
People forget that.
So challenging.
But I'd say around where I'm at, probably 25-30% people actually try to kill big deer, but
Still pretty good.
it depends on where you're at, and it's a lot of people hunting private ground.
And then if you do kill one, you're a no good motherfucker.
Yes,
Big one,
exactly.
you know.
Well, and you guys are talking.
Or you post it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something went sideways.
You're talking about people waiting and trying to kill something bigger, and people who don't, they just shoot the first thing they see. I, out of all people, ought to be shooting the first buck that walks underneath my tree,
You should.
but
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah,
This
and I
year.
respect that.
Do
I
you
respect
do that? Do you do that for yourself or because you're nervous what everybody will say
No.
around you?
Me, myself.
Yeah.
Or because
Yeah,
you're a famous
does.
TikToker.
No. Dude, I didn't post anything during deer season this year.
Dude,
No,
you and I had a lot of
just
conversations this season about
Yeah.
things you were trying to do, and you're trying to up your own level. Like,
Right,
And,
and
it has nothing to do. You produced no content over the conversations we had.
Yes, exactly.
And I will say that firsthand.
Yep.
Like, you are not what, as the kids say, doing it for the gram.
Right.
Even though you guys are known as, to me, fun social media guys. Like the whole talking about how you never announce a score, it's for you only. Super fucking cool.
Yep.
Especially for guys who do like what you do.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Brandon would call me and I'd be like, he'd be going, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who is this?
I don't have time for this.
I forgot to save his number like 4 times.
Yeah.
And every time, like, who is this? He's like, you forgot to save
Well,
my number again.
I called you and I was like, dude, I shot this buck and
Just starts going. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, sweet, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like, what happened? Tell me about the story. And like,
no idea who he's
he's
talking
like,
to.
he's like 15 minutes in. I'm like,
You're just
can I
guessing?
stop you real quick? I'm
You're
like,
just
I'm
guessing.
like,
Talking
who
to
is this?
You're just guessing the whole time.
so-
The whole time,
disrespectful.
like,
well, I was
Well,
just like,
I'm
well, cool.
not-
He's sitting here thinking like, oh, he's actually listening to me. He didn't
Wow.
know who I was.
I mean, if you're telling me a deer story, I'm gonna fucking listen. Like, I'm like, sweet.
Not me.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I know. I'm like, hey, it's sick.
I won't
Stop you real
listen,
quick.
dude.
Who are you?
Dude, he's like, you forgot to say my number again. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Do you know what my favorite thing's been? I had number. I knew the guy, but I didn't know his number. He called me today. And every time I know, like, I can tell it's spam or it's going to be someone that I should know. Hey, dude. And they just start talking. I'm like, hey, who is this? It's like one of them. But I don't let it go 15 minutes ago.
It wasn't that long. It was
Yeah,
actually a
15
little bit,
minutes,
but
yeah.
But he's just like, dude, I shot this deer, like all this shit. I'm like, what?
I wasn't that
Who is
excited
this?
either because I'd already talked to Kurt, and it had been a couple hours since I shot it.
All right, so let's recap here. Let's roundtable recap off your first rant because it's a great topic of conversation. It's shit that I talk about and get ripped on, and you have a way more justified stance than I do in Illinois. Interesting takes, I think, because it's not a statistic. It's like what we culturally feel could be the percentage of our home state of people who are on a mature buck or a mature deer program, which we're going to get a negative response on some percent of this, and that's okay. That's part of it.
what.
Everyone listening you feel your own way, man. It's like it is in some of the comments. It's your tag. Fill it how you want. We're not the all-seeing eye of how fucking shit should be. We're just having a...
It'd be interesting to hear like what out-of-staters would guess
What they think.
percentage. Like,
Hey,
what would you guess? What would you guess Iowa,
comment
Illinois
and tell
to be?
us.
Well, all I know is out-of-state tag.
Yeah.
So if I'm paying and waiting 5 years to go to Iowa, then I would think the percentage would be much higher. For
Like
somebody
60%?
coming- Yeah, 60, 70% even.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you live there and you get to hunt there every year, then you might, whack one that's a.
I would say that.
But
120.
it's
a good
also
point.
go. I'm sorry.
No,
go
you're
ahead.
okay. I'd say that in my head, people going to Iowa to hunt are taking it more seriously on finding a mature buck than like Illinois is.
Out of state
Yeah,
people.
Because Illinois is over the counter.
Yep.
And you can buy a tag and come up here and
Okay,
kill a
But it's
deer.
a 5-year draw, 4 or 5 year draw.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then on day 5 of your hunt,
What are you doing?
135 shows
Let's
up.
do this. This will be fun. Non-residents only for your state. What would you rank it at? So for me and Ross, I would go 52%.
I would
as a
not
non
go much over that. I would say 52,
what score are you
53.
saying in this situation?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, 140?
Let's go 125 or better.
125 or better?
Well, that doesn't apply for North Carolina and
Yeah,
even
true.
in the southern part of Missouri.
I'm saying Iowa, Illinois.
So, all right, Iowa, Illinois. Let's call it 130.
Yep.
130.
130?
Because
Yeah.
130 pushes the brink of like a lot of non-residents see 130, and it's a great deer, especially a mature, heavy-bodied 130 that comes in.
Yep.
It's a big buck.
It's and
Yeah,
up
you
here
can't
your deer are
pass
a
that.
lot bigger.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a big deer.
Okay, so let's talk. We'll go 130 just for the sake of Iowa, Illinois.
Yep.
I bet you. I'll go 50. I'll back off 2% on
I
that.
was going to say 51.
50% were like, I want to kill 130 or better.
Yeah. So
Non-residents for Illinois.
they're going to think a lot harder. They got more money in their they got time, travel, fuel, all that stuff added up plus their tag.
A 500 and some change dollar
They're,
tag.
and they're whether they're hunting public or they're hunting
An outfit.
an outfit. If you're doing that, you got to think for a little bit. I mean,
A
you're
lease,
seeing
yeah.
all these pictures when you show up to an outfitter of what's actually there.
Yeah.
They're gonna wait. They're gonna hold out. But come down to day 4, day 5, they're pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say that. The hunters that I know from out east that come and hunt locally that I've talked to, I've watched a bunch of them go home empty-handed, which is awesome. My hat's off to them for that. I'm not sitting here trying to say that everybody that's coming from out of state coming here is going to wait till day 4, day 5, and then just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying you would lower
Your
your
commitment
standards.
gets looser.
Huh?
Your commitment gets looser at those points.
That's all I'm saying. And,
Okay, so-
for somebody to walk out and just eat tag soup and go home, my hat's off to them.
Right. Okay, so let's, instead of jumping right to Iowa, I want to go to Mr. Basement Decorator on this other side of the realm. And what would be like if you've hunted in the Midwest and stuff. You know where our 130 line is.
Yeah.
What would be a North Carolina 130 line?
115, 120.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so not as far off as I
Not
thought
as
it
far
might
as
be.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's parts of the state like kind of the area where I hunt where there were several booners this year, but the majority of bucks that you see, you just don't see as many. The big difference is in the South. If you see a 130 and you pass him, it is a hard pass because as soon as he sets foot off your property, he is dead.
He's getting shot with a rifle.
Yeah, he's getting shot, and
That's the big difference.
like in Missouri, some of the deer that I pass, I'll get back to the house at night and I'm like, I cannot fucking believe I just passed that deer.
Because you're from North Carolina.
And you're like regretting
Never
it,
done that.
but I go to this place every year and you develop a different standard for where you're hunting. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell the non-resident hunting culture is in North Carolina.
We don't have one.
You don't have? Okay.
Just not
So
existent.
0.
They come in for bears.
They come in for bears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, different.
Is it over the counter though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for everyone. Yeah, there's no. If you had to draw to come there, we'd get like 2 people. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
going
so
there.
let's talk. All right, let's talk Iowa then. Alternating back for non-residents, who's holding out? How the percentage of non-resident hunters? What are holding out for 130 or better?
Ooh, I bet you could be higher.
I would think.
I think it'd be decently high.
I would. Can I let me? Don't.
Okay,
I don't
go
want to say
ahead.
anything because I
Go
don't
for
want to form opinion for
Let's
you.
hear your percentage.
For Iowa, I'm looking at Ross too because we're both Illinois boys.
Yep.
I'm gonna go flat 60%.
No, I was just gonna say the same damn thing.
I was thinking
It's got to
like
be a
70.
60 or 60
It's a
to
draw.
65.
Yeah.
It's Iowa.
Yep.
I think 60. You're right in there. 60, 65. But that last day they might snap that 135 because
They're not
it's
going
the
to draw.
last day they're not going to draw again. In Illinois, you can draw the next year. You can just come back and hunt if you wanted to.
That's a good point.
I think you have to make up your mind before you go. Like I've got 3 preference points, and I've always my whole life Iowa is like the mecca. You know, you build it up in your mind, and I think you have to decide before you go.
What's your standard?
This is what I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think,
It's your dream.
yeah,
You dream
yeah,
about it. Yeah,
yeah,
because you
yeah.
got what 4 or 5 years spent on the unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 years, and the chance I'm almost 40, so the
That's-
chances of me going back are not great.
Well, and you've
Yeah.
got like a plan set out. You're like, dude, if I'm going to go to Iowa to kill a big buck, I'm going
All
to
right.
make sure I
So
can.
you're
What-
drawing for bow, right?
yeah.
What's
Okay,
your big
yeah.
buck? What's your what do you need to kill in Iowa if you go, or what's your goal, personal goal?
I would want it to be over 150.
Over 150. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
What about day 5?
Well, the place I'm going, I think, has a 145 rule, so it would be risking a lot of money if you
That helps.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, and that was the thing too. Like everyone was like, "Go hunt public, go hunt public." Fuck public. I'm not going public.
Public sucks.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
non-residents
Yeah.
who go to Iowa
Yeah.
on public get disappointed real quick.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, the
I think-
reality hits them.
Yeah, like there's not a 160 behind every tree.
Yeah.
I'm not whitetail adrenaline. I'm never gonna be whitetail. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just not gonna happen. So like, we found an outfitter that a friend had been to. A lot of good reviews. It's gonna cost me like a lot of money, but it'll
Like
be
$8 grand.
It's like 6, but
Yeah.
you know, after you tip the guide and get out there, it's probably gonna be
Yeah.
about 8.
Hey, I'll let you know. You can go to South Africa and kill 5 animals for that money.
Yeah.
So
For
everyone
less than that.
But I want to say, just a side note, and you can't do, dude. You can. That's what you pay. You pay $7,500. It's going to cost you $9 by the time you get out of it to kill an elk out west.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Everyone's. You're not working class if you're going to Africa. It's like, well, if you save up to fucking go and figure it out, it's
That's
the
a
same
round
price.
trip. That's everything paid
It's
for.
cheaper than
Round
hunting
trip.
Iowa.
But here's the thing. I hope you draw that fucking tag, and I
Yeah.
hope you kill a 180-inch deer.
It would be
180.
awesome. Yeah, it would be awesome. I mean, I've got a lot of opportunity in a lot of other states to chase a lot of good deer every year.
What states? What all the states do you?
So I
hunt?
go to West Virginia. We're in a bow-only county. It's me and 18 other guys. We
Ooh,
lease
bow-only county. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's-
18 other guys.
Well, it's 11,000 acres.
Okay. Okay.
So
That'll work.
That'll work.
and,
That'll do.
it's great.
the
There's
hell?
4 bow-only counties in West Virginia. They all connect, and the deer hunting is amazing.
Tell me about the quality of deer in West Virginia.
Oh, they're
Those-
great. So we had
The
a
bow only zones?
oh yeah, we had 5 or 6 deer that were killed on our lease last year that were over 150 inches. So
Just
No
on your
shit.
just on your lease.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
great, man.
I never even thought of West Virginia.
yeah.
No.
I'm
I
going
mean,
to West
we
Virginia.
had a deer a couple years ago running around that was a 200-inch deer. And,
No shit.
And he ended up getting killed, but he was all broke up. So
No kidding.
yeah.
Do you
So-
think
Wow.
that helps being a bow only zone?
Yeah, tremendously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because the other parts, so you only get 1 buck in these bow-only counties, and the rest of West Virginia gets 3 bucks. All the other counties. So
No kidding.
Yeah.
That
why?
does-
Why? What delegates these counties as bow only?
they just did it. I think it was like 10 years or 10, 15 years ago. They delegated these counties to be bow-only, and they're very mountainous. So like some of the stands I go to. So with 18 people, you have to have some rules, and each person gets 2 setups. And in one of my places, it takes me an hour and a half on a Ranger to get there.
Holy shit!
Gee
So like
whiz.
you're leaving
driving
and you're
forever.
driving in the dark, and if you go an hour or if you go like a foot left the wrong way on certain parts of it, you're falling off a cliff.
It's
See,
like
I thought it would
west, but for white.
I thought it'd be total opposite. Like it's a populated area where they're like, okay, we don't want guns here, so let's make it bow only.
No, everyone there is a Hatfield, literally.
No shit.
And
Wow.
it is the poorest place in America. I've
Eric
ever
can't
seen.
go there. He's McCoy.
I always think of Boone County with the whites, that documentary, The
Yeah.
Whites from West Virginia.
They're not
Oh,
far
fuck.
from there.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah.
Dude, if you haven't seen that documentary,
Dude,
go
I wanna
watch
go-
it.
You talking about the Whitakers?
Yeah,
The Whitakers,
No,
yeah.
not the Whitakers. The
Yeah.
whites. The
Oh, I haven't seen
the
that.
whites.
You know
yeah.
the Hank? That's the wonderful whites of West Virginia.
Yeah.
That Dick House Productions in Giant Knoxville, the Jackass production crew, did a
Yeah.
documentary on this family from West Virginia, the Whites. You ever listen to Hank 3? He has a song called "The Legend of D. Ray White." He was an old mountain dancer, and it's
Oh,
this family.
yeah.
They're all these dancing outlaw people, and they're all high on pain pill killers and shit. And I want to go party with them.
Dude, the Whitaker one though, that one's
That
fucked
one's
up.
messed
They're
up.
like, they
Yeah.
like talk all
Yeah,
the
they're
time.
inbred.
the
Yeah.
most inbred
So
family.
you're not
in
going around
America.
knocking on
The
doors.
Whitakers
asking
are
them.
close to where you're at there.
Well, I think I've heard they're not far, but the people that do live there, we don't mess with.
Yeah, but that's
Like-
the soft white underbelly
Yeah.
is who you're talking
Yeah.
about. The guy who interviewed him.
Yeah.
Soft white
Yep.
underbelly.
They know when you're an out of towner. And
Yeah, I bet,
they'll
yeah.
start asking questions.
Your
We have to-
eyes are straight.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
we have to park in certain places, otherwise all our trucks will get broken into.
Holy shit.
It's wild.
That's
Yeah,
all the
wow.
public in Southwest
Yeah.
Missouri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Full of meth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love me some meth.
It's horrible. It's
Well,
bad.
okay,
Yeah.
so you hunt West Virginia. What other states?
So I go to Texas and I also go to Missouri.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
How do you get from being from North Carolina? How did you get into all these other states?
TikTok.
No, so
I'd be
one of-
sick if that was the answer.
I've got a family member that
Common Star Wars.
owns a ranch in Texas. So found out after I got married that he owned this ranch, and I was like, "You should have told me this a while ago. I would have asked her years ago."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you married into this
yeah,
ranch.
yeah. I married
Okay.
into it, and then
They're
Sick.
testing you.
from Texas, his best friend from high school owns land in Missouri, and he started inviting me up there. And
Oh,
Cool.
Sweet.
Our
so-
friends suck.
yeah,
It's friends like his.
That's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, you never know what somebody's gonna have, so be nice to everyone.
have you ever experienced someone being like, "Man, it'd be nice to go fucking hunt to there," but it's like you gotta just go.
Oh, come on.
Every time I kill it,
on.
every
Mr.
time I
Mr.
kill a deer in Texas, he goes, "Must be nice to be in a high fence."
Yeah, right.
And it's,
Mr.
and it's
Unnatural
definitely not
self.
high fence.
Yeah.
And people don't get it unless you've been there. How many deer are in South Texas? And it looks like high fence, but it's not. There's
not.
just that many deer there.
Bro,
There's a fence.
I gave
It's
Kurt
just
shit,
fucking
too.
12 miles away.
bro,
Yeah.
we had Texas is the best place on earth,
It's heaven.
dude. If it wasn't for the Mexicans, yeah, I'm kidding.
Jesus Hey,
I was waiting for you guys.
Hey,
to be like,
hey, put the glasses on, Kurt.
Why do we all stop, not say anything
no one
immediately?
reacted.
We all got silent.
No one reacted like, holy shit, he's
Like,
saying it. He's saying what we're all thinking. I'm just kidding.
Build the wall. Wait, what?
You guys did shut
doing
down
it.
really fast. You guys all got
Yeah.
quiet as fuck.
Is he actually going to
That
do
was
If
a
you,
test.
if you had the glasses on, it'd be fine.
All you
Jesus
guys
Christ.
fucking failed. You're like, finally, someone says it.
No, no.
I've never been to Texas. Hey,
You guys
neither,
are
I
more
haven't
racist than I am.
I've never been to Texas. I
his
don't know.
show?
Anyway, got you guys on that one. Come on. That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
Give me that.
It was good.
That's good.
but you're serious.
But really, dude, the Mexicans are fucking absolutely just a trip.
Hey,
I'm just
Kurt,
kidding.
Kurt, hey.
No,
Glasses.
I love some Mexicans, man. But Texas is the shit. And
Yeah.
it's just a different fucking place, man. It's little Africa.
Yeah. I mean, you
There's
see
animals everywhere.
so many different species.
There's always stuff to kill in Texas.
Yeah. You get bored with deer, you can chase something else. So,
Yeah. Dude, the pigs. You gotta experience it, man. It's something like we'll get into the story, but like I killed 5 does in an afternoon. Because they had to. It's like the quota. There's so many in this area. It's like the deer density is extreme.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And the ranch I was on, they were taking what's the brush?
The
Mesquite?
mesquite. Yeah.
There are certain areas that are cleared out for is it cotton fields?
Great barbecue.
I think they were doing cotton fields.
They
Cotton
have
fields and
sod farms around where we're at.
oh, they were.
Yeah.
It was cotton fields and Milo. And Milo, and they were taking 2 like D10 or D8 does, or I think
Jesus,
D10s,
big boys.
with big old like ship chains.
Yeah.
And they hook them to the back, and what they would do is they just get a certain distance apart and drive, and it would rip out the mesquite and then what they do, they attach these big giant rakes behind the D10 dozers, and then they would rake through and rake all the ruts up, and they would keep doing that, and then they'd have a crew of guys go through and literally pick up the little ruts and roots and all the shit and throw it in like a dump truck.
Yep.
And then you keep tilling it and working it, and boom, there you go, cotton field.
It's just weird to see a deer that weighs 150 pounds with the racks they have that walk out.
It fucked with me.
Yeah, it's
Because
weird.
I
Yeah.
would look at a deer and be like, holy smokes, that deer's 180. And one of the guys we were with, Chris, he's like, no, it's not. That deer's like 150, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they explained to me, I don't know, that like there's some deer that have like a coastal. Well, we were not too far from the coast.
Yeah.
Some deer have coastal bodies and some deer have South Texas bodies.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was, and you could tell when you saw them, there was two different like body types
Yeah.
in the
You're
deer.
transitioning, huh?
Yeah, it's just like there's.
So South Coastal, you said coastal?
Yeah,
And then
like-
South Texas?
Well, we're southeast Texas, so we weren't far from the coast. So some deer have a coastal deer body, which is like real skinny,
Small.
dainty, and then some have like what they were calling like just like a South Texas body, which looks like a deer. Like the coastal bodies, you'd look at them and be like, "Ooh, that's a little bodied deer." You could tell.
Yeah.
And the other ones, you'd be like, "Oh, he looks like a heavy bodied deer," but
Yeah.
I think really they're just normal to us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a normal deer. Not a heavy Midwestern deer, but a normal deer.
Just
I don't know
short.
if you see the same thing. Where
Well, and on the opposite end, when I left North Carolina to go to Missouri, I was passing deer the first day, and I'm like, and my buddy was like, "Why didn't you shoot that deer? It was like a 145." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't." He goes, "Yes, it was. The body is 270 pounds. It makes a
Yeah.
big difference in how the rack looks when you're 25 feet up."
and you
versus-
kicked your own
yeah.
ass, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I ended up screwing up the next day, but
That's a weird. That is, I can 100% see how that can be true because I have
Yeah.
the opposite effect.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I showed him the picture of the 150 I killed in late October.
Yep.
And his rack looks like 125 because
Yeah.
he's a 320
Yeah.
pound deer. You know,
Corn
so
fed.
it's a real
Corn fed,
thing. But
baby.
you got to know like the area you're in.
yeah, you have to like change your mentality for each place that you're hunting.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You know, even your standards. And-
Especially like you getting so much variety.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, in November, I hunted a week in Missouri, a week in West Virginia, 2 weeks in North Carolina, and then finished up and went back to West Virginia in December, and then Texas in January.
God bless you. What do you
So-
do for a living?
Yeah,
Are you wait?
He decorates basements. What are you
I
talking
sell
about?
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you work remotely?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm on the road a lot, so
Cool.
yeah,
You sell stuff.
yeah.
Oh,
What do you sell? Meth?
Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, what kind? Hey, brother.
there you go.
I'm trying to zoom.
Hey, bro, you got that script pad with you or what?
No, I work with dermatologists. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's an interesting gig. I won't ask you any more questions. You
Yeah.
got weird. We'll play vague.
No. It's just like ever since COVID, when people find out what I do, they're like, "You sell the vaccine."
You work for Pfizer.
Yeah, and I'm like, "No, I don't." But whatever. So
Okay. Moving on.
You don't.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. All right.
yeah.
All right. Give us another rant. Basement decorators going another rant. That turned into a long part of the podcast, which is awfully fun.
So we can go back to the one I think where you first started watching my videos because you talked about it in one of your Deercast episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. So my thing is like, if you have,
Thank you for listening, by the way.
Yeah, if you have a lot of private land to hunt, I think it is very unfair of you to go hunt public just to beat your chest because you're screwing it up for the guy who doesn't have the money to have private, who doesn't have anywhere else to hunt, and you're walking under in his stand and screwing it up for him. That's just what I believe.
I have I saw that video. Was I with Ross when we were talking about that? Was that what?
I think so.
No, you were with the Whitetail Adrenaline guy.
Oh, Jared.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had never heard that take before you said that. All right, so
It's crossed your mind. It's crossed my mind.
all right, let's
Can we find it on here?
It's way down there.
Well, he just said it.
Yeah.
Let's simplify that again. Repeat that again because I want people to know before we go in on it. Like, really just
Yeah.
give it to them.
So I believe, like, for instance, me, I have access to over 20,000 acres throughout this great country to hunt. I think it would be unfair of me to go hunt public and take opportunities away from guys who that's all they have to hunt.
Just to go out there and beat their chest that they
and
killed
say I
on
killed
public.
a buck on public.
Yep.
Yeah. Because yes, I'm sure it has its own challenges. You know,
Yep.
Brandon has hunted a lot of public in the past, and it's not something that I've done a whole lot of, but I haven't had to because I've been fortunate to have property.
Right.
So who am I, the guy, to go out there and beat my chest and say I killed a deer on public and screw it up for the guy that doesn't have the opportunities that I have?
And I got some permission this year, and I did not step foot on public.
Yeah.
In the
So it
area
proves my
that
point.
I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a second because I want to round table and get some takes. I love that take. I really
too.
do for a bunch of different angles.
Yep.
But Mr. Unnotched, please.
So,
make
I
your
mean, just
case.
one weekend I went and knocked on it because I was tired of public land, tired of people walking underneath me. I get in there way before daylight, and they come in like in 30 minutes before or after shooting light. Went and knocked a bunch of doors, got 2 pieces of permission, and I didn't hunt public like in that area. Like I hunt 2 or 3 hours east of me, and like I hunt public out there. But where I was, most of my season was spent on private land. I did not step foot on public, except for youth season, just because I can't.
Because fuck them kids.
Yeah, and I can't rifle hunt on the pieces that I got.
with him.
Like you're a felon?
No,
Oh.
it's just there's houses
Got a
around.
shirt for you.
Yeah,
I think I sure for you if you
You
are.
can't take a chance of being within 100 yards of
Yeah.
any kids.
That was cool.
You never know.
this guy that gave me the permission has never let anybody hunt it. Like his
Oh,
wife
nice.
came and opened the door one day, and she's like, "I don't know what it is about you, but he's never let anybody hunt this."
Really?
Oh, sick.
Is it? This is the piece we conversated about. and all
Yes.
that?
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, I just don't have a reason to go now. Why would I do that? I mean, it sucks anyway. Like, I mean, it really does. Like, you have to like fight people to get a good place on public, at least around me.
Yeah.
I'm not hunting up north. I'm hunting
In your area. Yeah.
Yes, I'm hunting the Arkansas, Missouri, and it's just the deer are not like they are.
Yeah,
Like that, the Arkansas, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everybody knows where you're at now.
Yeah.
But fuck it, you're not hunting there
Oh
anymore.
shit.
That border's big.
I thought that was fun, man. When you call me with that, and well, I'll be spare with the details so we don't blow any spots up. But
Right.
the conversations we had, and I got sent some screenshots, and I'm like, God, check here, here, and here, and
Yep.
I think it was cool to see like you're not closed minded.
Right.
You're not like I'm public only, beating your chest.
Yes.
So it was a fun thing for me to see you do.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it. Like, I've learned this was the best season I had, and I still didn't kill a deer. I shot one, but just learning it and actually being able to just relax and not
Yeah.
have to worry. The thing about hunting public land is you could have a really good spot picked out, but you don't hunt it for a week. You don't know who's been in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's walked through it, so your hunt sucks the next weekend or the next day or whatever.
You don't know who walks in there an
Yeah.
hour after you leave.
Yes, and when you're hunting the private, I'm the only person who's been in here.
Yeah.
I know that this is what's going to happen. I can
And there
get in.
shouldn't be anyone else in here.
Right, exactly. You can actually deer hunt, and you can do this on some pieces of public too, just because people don't go to them because they might not look as good. But you can actually deer hunt like you're supposed to deer hunt instead of trying to deal with people.
For sure.
And before the hunting public, I never heard anyone talk about hunting public.
Are you shitting on the hunting public?
I'm
right
not. No,
Hey,
I think they're good. Like, I watch their content. I think they're good hunters. I think they're good guys. But I think they're cool, and a lot of guys want to be like them, and they're
sure.
trying to be like them.
They're motivating.
Yeah, they're motivating. And before that,
So is Whitetail Adrenaline.
I never heard anyone talk about hunting on the public.
Well, and
Yeah.
people they think it's an excuse when they hunt public land to kill smaller deer. Like,
well,
It's like the
Yes.
handicap.
yes, it's like, well, it was public land, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of end up chasing it. Everybody ends up chasing their own tail.
like,
at that
well, what
point.
would you shoot? You on public or private? Well, on public, I would probably do this. My private standards are
Okay, so now being said that, let's go back to the rant. If you have permission on private, and then you go to public to beat your chest, a social media brag, because you always hear it was like, oh, on public, they're on public. Ross, what's your take on that? Because it's an interesting take.
Oh, I love that take, honestly. I would say 100% I agree with you guys that there's no reason to, if you have the permission spots to go or private land, then don't go jacking around with public. Now, I've done some wiring in some state parks and things around that those DNR officers tell me about what's on public and what they've seen because they get to see them out and about. And they're like, man, there's some giants running around down here. And it makes me want to go down there and play around and see what happens. But anybody that only has public land to hunt, you definitely got to, my hat's off to them because there's a lot of tribulations that go into that.
Yeah.
And it would be asinine for me to go in there and try and swipe any chance I can out from under them or just be in there to mess things up. But
would you be going
Still,
in there to just say that you killed a buck on public, though?
no,
To me, that's a different.
I got an angle on this,
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
but I want Eric to go first. I got
ahead,
an
Eric.
angle on this. We're
No,
gonna-
I kind of agree with Ross. You know, there's like no reason for me to go. Like, to be honest with you, new properties scare me. I'm not just gonna go in all willy nilly and
Yeah.
Yep.
throw up a stand and be like, hey, I hope I kill a fucking deer here.
yeah.
I like to go in. You know, if I pick up a new property, analyze it, do what I can.
Yeah, you're playing your cards just as careful
Yeah,
as
I'm
you
not just
can.
gonna go in and say
Yeah.
just because I want to kill a buck on public. That's just fucking asinine to me.
To me, it doesn't make it. My perspective is killers kill, no matter where. Like if a guy's gonna kill a big buck or knows how to hunt big deer, he's gonna figure it out one way or another. It depends where. It might take him longer, but I do agree with your take. I do agree with it. Now I'll throw in a devil's advocate point, a little thorn in the side here, a little bit. What if you're a guy who's chasing that 180 plus type deer, and you hear word of a 180 plus type deer in there, and you don't have one on your private?
You think I'm going? I'm going.
You're going
like right now.
but it's for that deer, not any deer.
Yeah.
Just to
Yes.
say you killed one on public. So I think that's outside the argument.
Yes.
Like if you're just going for one mega giant, so was probably everybody else if it's on public and somebody else knows about it.
But I'm going into. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I'm going into it with that right there. If there's a big buck that's been spotted, I'm going directly in and I'm gonna figure out whatever he's doing and try to kill him. Might trip over somebody else, people, guys hunting, and mess something up. I don't know. And you might be going into a dark hole that nobody's going to, and you might just have the slip in and get in there and get him shot. I will say that goes back to the personal goals and the things. Like I raised the bar, but I'll back way up and say, I wanted to say this earlier, but I could take that bar and just drop it back down to age level, age wise of the deer, and I'm not scared to shoot a 135-inch deer because he's 6 years old. Like he's getting shot.
That deer, that's the
You know.
best deer to shoot. Yeah,
Right. That's
He's a stud.
So inches isn't always what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I'm
100%.
at. I'll go hunt and kill anything that I can. That's a great big giant, but I'm sure not scared to go kill the dumbass.
And I've done that. There was a word I thought no one knew about it. There was a giant on this public. I'm like, sweet, I'll sneak in there. No one hunts it. Snuck in there just like you did, a couple hours early. I'm like, sweet, I'm the only one in the parking lot. I'm golden. This giant's dead. Here comes daylight.
Here comes all the gays.
Here comes daylight.
all the daylight gays.
And I'm not shitting you. I've seen 15 people chasing the same deer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I mean, when you see that big a deer around public, you're
Everybody
not
knows
the
about it.
only
People know
one
about
that
it.
fucking knows
In
about
Iowa.
it. In Iowa,
yeah.
you're not the
Iowa,
only
yeah.
one that knows about it.
I 95% agree with your statement. Like, yeah, you don't see us being like, oh yeah, we went out there and just fucking tromped around. It's like, and a lot of people are like, why don't you guys ever hunt public? I'm not leaving deer for deer. It's the same fucking deer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why would I leave deer that I put all this money and hard work and time into to go fuck around with all you fucking douchebags out there on the back 40? Suck my ass. I'm not doing it.
Suck my ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
100%.
I don't need to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the other side because Iowa has a lot of fucking public land, like a shitload.
But
And I've been to a lot that a lot of people probably don't even go to. Like there's like a 40-acre pieces around that no one even knows about.
Everyone around me, you drive around there about November 12th. There's fucking
Yeah.
40 cars.
And I don't mean
During
I'm kind of
November-
half
during
kidding
Nov-
with my statement, but
yeah.
I'm also, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, during the
100%.
rut, you're gonna run into people. That's just how it is.
But I've watched your stuff for years, and you don't ever like, I'm hunting public today, or I'm hunting
Oh,
private
no.
today.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
I'm
all,
doing, you know,
all our Western
Yeah.
shit's public.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more so talking about the guy that has like studs on his property, right? You know, he's got big deer all over his property, but he's still going out there and messing it up
Yeah,
for the
okay.
guy that,
I can think of a
Doesn't-
few people.
yeah,
yeah, just to say that he did.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, how many? Well, I feel like we're kind of in the game now. We've been in this almost a decade. I know a lot of people that are flying that public land flag that ain't doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
There's a lot of those. Yeah.
Put the glasses on, Kurt.
I'm gonna list them up by name right now. Number one. Mexicans.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just kidding. Got you guys again.
Not
back.
endorsed by
Yeah,
the
hey, got you,
Decorator.
bitch.
Oh,
Texas changed me. All right. We had a fun laugh.
Yeah.
All right, dude. You got some good rants. You got some good points.
Yeah.
If
I
we're
mean,
not
it-
gaining you like 2 followers on the talk, I don't know what else is going to
But
work.
they're just my opinions, and that's what a lot of people forget about on social media. And I don't ever. You look in the comments. I don't ever make response videos where I'm like hating on people or anything. They are just as much allowed to have an opinion
Right.
as I am.
Right.
And I appreciate the engagement. I appreciate you voicing your opinion. It's America. We're allowed to have a fucking opinion.
100%. Yeah, thank you.
And I don't care if you don't agree with me. Good for you, brother. I
Yep.
mean, like we are all going to see a difference. So
Yep.
America.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great, dude. And what's nice about it is like, agree with your statement or not, it's a good point. You know, people can't. You
People
can't
are
be
talking
mad
about
that you
it, so it's
brought it
gotta
up.
be good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a great take. It is a really good take.
Honestly, what I don't know how you could get a bunch of flack out of that one. Anyway, it's like
All the public land
You're
dudes should
kinda-
be like, hell yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, like leave us alone.
Yeah.
and the private land hunters that want to go in and do it, if they're smart, to keep their mouth shut. That's why you don't talk about big bucks or where you're hunting or what you're doing
Until after they're dead.
till after they're dead.
Well, and-
don't show me pictures. Just
oh, this guy. Don't worry about this guy.
Just like him working in the pharmaceutical industry.
Exactly.
Massive air quotes there.
Yeah.
So I've got a buddy that he has a private land that he hunts, and he's killed some decent deer on it. And I think he were talking one day, and he's like, "Hey, do you know any good piece of public around here?" And I'm like, "No." Like I'm being honest with him. Like there's nothing that's super good around here. And he was going to hunt some public around the lake, and because he was trying to find a bigger deer. Mm-hmm. He's like, nobody hunts over here. I'm just gonna go in there and see if there's bigger deer in there. And that was one of those scenarios where like that's different than him saying, well, I've taken care of my private land bucks. I want to see if I can get a public land one. He's like, I just want to find a bigger deer.
That's
And they're-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. And I thought
That's
that
a
was
goal.
a good take on his
Kind of relates
statement.
to me hunting a bigger deer.
Yes. That's why he was going. He wasn't going because it was public land. If he would go knock and get permission for, I mean, that's similar. You're going to hunt the land that you can hunt, whether it's knocking or whatever, to kill a certain deer.
yep.
Well, that's how you have it in Iowa too. Like my whole property get hit with the EHD.
Yeah.
Am I gonna go to public? You goddamn right I am.
Yep.
I'm still gonna
Do
hunt.
what you can. Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
gonna hunt.
Yeah, you don't have 5 150s on camera at the time, so I mean, yeah, that makes total sense.
I
And
thought they were around every tree here.
Usually.
Yeah,
Usually.
okay.
Not.
yeah,
They
It's-
used to
it's
be
every
back
other
in the
tree.
day.
Every other tree. My
It's
bad.
every other tree now, not every
Okay.
tree.
yeah.
I had a point I was gonna bring up, but I fucking dropped the ball on my own.
Great
brain.
point.
Well, you gotta click on one more video because
Okay.
it's the wildest deer I've ever seen in my life.
This guy?
And Brandon's gonna laugh. So it's the one that says 2.1 million.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Up.
Is this,
Up. It
third
says
one.
Spikezilla.
Okay.
Look at this. This is in North Carolina.
Shad bucks. Spikezilla. Is that fucking real?
Yeah, yeah.
That is not real.
So the funniest thing about that was, I came up with that name literally as I was making the video.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I like weird bucks. I always have.
Yep.
Something weird.
That is a cool
I'm going to
buck.
go after it.
Oh shit!
So
I don't know how to work TikTok.
you would not believe how many people commented, that is not a spike, it's a 4-pointer.
Oh, geez.
And
my
like,
Look
you
at
remember
that
that?
thing.
It was, yeah.
I told him, I said, dude,
insane. He's
Yeah.
got like 16-inch twos.
That's all. That brother's all being.
He's all
and that
beat.
thing was it's still the talk. People still ask you about that.
Oh, when
Yeah, that's 100% beam.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
I told him, I was like, dude, every
He got
video
killed.
you do, just say Spikezilla or put it somewhere, and everybody's still.
I mean, there was a period where every video I put up got millions of views. And
Dude,
it
this
was
thing has
it was about that.
12,500 bookmarks.
Yep.
It was wild. And
got nice brow
I
tines,
had
too.
companies reaching out to me. They were like, if you kill that deer, will you take a picture with our product? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do
Really?
that. And then
hell?
I was actually in the stand 150 yards away the morning he got killed. And I was told that it was killed by a 7-year-old hunting by himself.
Whoa!
And so I just,
Oh,
when I
His
heard
parents
kids,
just suck or what?
so I heard it.
the way
So I
it
heard a
is.
kid killed it. So I reached out to whoever that guy was, the property owner, And I said, I want to come see the deer. What he didn't know is if it had truly been a 7-pointer, I was going to pay for the mount. It was, it was the kid's first deer. That was the story that was told to me. I was like, he has no idea how famous this deer is.
Right.
I want to help a kid out.
Yeah.
The guy tells me I can't come see it. So immediately I'm like, something's fishy about this. Like, why can't, because it was 100 yards away.
Yeah.
And turned out there was a picture that the story just kept going more viral. Somebody sent me a picture of an adult holding him with a gun. And I was like, son of a bitch, that is not a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
It's a 70-year-old.
Hey, he's got a beard.
It's a man.
And I heard he didn't even mount it. I heard he just cut it off and threw it away.
And there was that Snapchat picture that went around.
Yeah.
Because you called me when he got killed. Yeah. I was like, dang. And then you said, yeah, it's a 7-year-old. Me, you were kind of like, okay, whatever. The kid killed it. That's pretty
Sick.
cool.
By
And
himself.
then, what was like a week later, there was a Snapchat screenshot of somebody's story or something.
Yeah.
And
Really?
he sent it to me.
I don't know who sent it to me. It was
Yeah.
a random number. Someone got my phone number.
It was this buck dead. This buck right here dead in like a size 11 boot in the photo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't know where it is now or anything?
No, I tried to reach out to him again through the same guy that was giving me info. He was 3 properties over, and I think that the guy didn't have a tag or something.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's a bummer. Maybe this could help get it out, but man, 2.1 million or 2 million views
That's a
is
fucking
insane.
booner spike, bro.
I mean, I had monster deer on other properties. I bet I hunted this deer 25 times.
Yep.
I mean, I was just
I
stuck
would too.
on it.
Oh,
I was
fuck
stuck
yeah.
on it.
Oh yeah, that thing is badass.
I thought he would have been the coolest mount. Like
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't lie to you guys. I had something I was going to ask you, and ever since I said that, it's hurting.
Oh, man.
It was good. I promise you, it was good.
That sucks.
Is your heart hurting?
No, dude, I had like this great thing that was going to roll this podcast into something amazing, incredible, the best podcast of all time.
What's the other video that has 5.3 million views?
So this video is when I was walking out after he got shot.
That buck?
Yeah.
At the shot I heard this morning,
You one?
Oh yeah.
right next to
Oh yeah.
7-year-old
Where do I put?
who happened to be out.
Just throw it on the
running by
carpet.
himself.
Throw it against the wall.
Good for that kid. And they don't know which deer it was,
I was really fat.
but the guy going after him was
Is it
told
flat there?
It was a giant spike.
Man, people really wanted to see this thing.
Yeah.
So, could be Spikezilla.
That's crazy.
Listen, right now, all I hope is that kid finds that deer. He has no idea at a young age what he might have done. That is an incredible animal. Smartest deer I've ever hunted. And I really hope he finds him. 'Cause that's a deer of a lifetime for that kid. I have no jealousy towards him.
That's
I
cool.
really hope he finds that deer. I really do.
Are you a little upset you couldn't see it?
I was so angry.
Oh, I would be too.
So I was 2 miles away in a parking lot, and I'm communicating with the guy that knows the guy that
Sure.
supposedly it was his grandson or whatever. And I was waiting on a phone call, and he calls me, and he's silent, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Can I go see it?" And he was like, "No, they don't want anyone to come over." And I was like, "Why?" And it, my mind's just spinning, and I just wanted to close the chapter.
Sure.
Like it was a crazy period in my life because like I went from pretty much a nobody in hunting to, not that it made me somebody, but I had people that were sending me thousands of messages all the time asking about it, and I really wanted to just finish the story.
Yep.
Yeah.
And take a picture of it, and I was 100%. This is not me. If it was a kid, I was going to pay for the mount.
I mean,
And
I get it.
I just thought it would be an awesome gesture to do, and
We got a 30 pack in the fridge, so you know.
I mean,
No,
I
that
spent-
is a great gesture. And honestly, it makes me think there's like foul play in it. I think, as you kind of alluded, you're leading the same way. Because
Yeah.
what's the big deal?
Right.
Well,
it's the same with 9 Lives, man. The neighbor shot him. I'm like, man, that sucks, but it's awesome.
yeah.
I texted the guy, I'm like, can I come see him? He's like, Absolutely, man. Like, get
I
out
thought you were
here.
gonna say he wouldn't let you come see it. I'm
No,
like, I thought-
he's like, come out here. Like, he knew I was chasing that deer. He was chasing that. Like, everyone in the neighborhood was chasing this fucking deer.
I show my deer to people that don't want to see a deer. That's a gas station and they're
That's
walking
it.
by. I'm like, hey, you want to see a buck? Check,
You
come look
should.
over here.
Come look at this thing.
Bill Moretti shot Oscar, and after he shot him, my buddy Chase, it was the outfitter at the time, called me. He's like, hey, Oscar's dead. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, like I just got kicked in the nuts. I'm like, you got him? He's like, yep. We just got him in the back of the truck. I'm like, can I come see him? He's like, yeah, get on over here. And
that's cool.
it was a punch in the belly, and I got out and was just sicker than a dog, but happier and hell at the same time for Bill.
Well, that's what the thing
You
is.
know?
Like,
It's like, man, congratulations, dude. I've hunted that deer so damn hard, but I'm proud to see you.
when you have a deer like that, you're like, I really want to kill that deer. But then when the neighbor does, you're like, okay, chapter's closed.
Yeah.
Congrats,
At least you know.
man. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, right.
awesome. Can I
There's
just come
closure.
see him?
Yeah.
Like,
And
let
then-
me just come put my hands on him. Let me, you
Yeah.
know, do
and
my
whether
thing.
you like it or, I mean, honestly, the best part is, even though it's not you in the hot seat, you still get to see their reaction, them tell the
yeah.
story that this is what happened. He came out, he did this, and what.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
like
Well-
you're picturing it, and you're sharing happiness.
Part of
with
the
them, so,
brotherhood, dude.
yeah.
When I'm in deer camp in West Virginia, we always have like 10 guys there. And I have not killed one in West Virginia yet. And every time one of my buddies gets one, I get drunker than if I got a deer.
Yeah.
Like it's
Whoops.
just
Best
fun.
part.
It's fun to celebrate and be excited.
Exactly.
I pissed my pants that day.
So that buck that I had on that property this year, the neighbors when I got the permission, I asked the neighboring property as well, because the way it's set up, there's a good chance you shoot one, it's gonna run over there.
Yeah.
And so I had like contacts with them. But when I shot him, and we were tracking him. You know, they let me come track on theirs and everything, and we got done. And the grandson who hunts there, who's my age, he gets my number and he starts sending me trail cam pics of the same buck.
That's awesome.
And
That's awesome.
and I'm like, dude, because I don't really rifle hunt like at all. I'm trying to get one with my bow, not taking a rifle out at all. And
Commend you for that.
Yeah, he rifle hunts. I'm like, please go out there. Like, don't hesitate on shooting that buck. Like,
Right.
just kill him if you see him.
Let me ask you this. I got a good question. I want to get back to this piece you're on.
Okay.
I got some. I want to just get into it with you. I want to
Yep.
pick your brain. You know. All right. Let me ask you guys this, because my buddy Todd brought this up. He goes, "All right, think about this. Everyone is super secretive about trail cam pictures of big deer that are alive. What is the harm of your neighbor knowing about the big buck that you have on trail camera? What is the harm? Because what chances are he probably has a picture of it as well. What is the harm in it, you having a trail cam picture and the neighbor? Because even though you got to admit here, there is most times, maybe not a little bit, some reluctancy in oversharing.
Yeah, for sure.
When it all crosses your brain, am I sharing too much? Is this going to come back to bite me? Is it going to get out in the neighborhood? It's going to be, maybe that's the harm. What is the harm?
So my opinion is that neighboring property, they're hunters. I didn't show it to them until I had shot it and was trying to find it. I think that just because this happens like in my work, like the telephone game of, okay, it's a 140-inch buck. When I talk to the neighbor about it, I show him a picture. He goes to talk to somebody else about it. Talk to somebody else. And ends up, I feel like it could end up getting to somebody who really does not care about anything and will go out, and it could be a 160 or a 170 by the time it gets to that guy.
It's a good point.
And
He's like, oh,
yeah,
he's dead.
he's like, okay, well, I'm trespassing today. Kill that thing. And that's my worry with it. And I'll show people pictures like in like our group of this buck and like my good buddies, but I still don't tell them where it's at.
That's the thing when you have somebody that you, a neighbor that has the same game plan that you have.
Right.
That's not gonna. If you're sharing it with the guy that has the same game plan, then
It's a
he's
positive.
not gonna just hand it
Yeah.
out to everybody else. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
all right,
I also-
all right, he's in on him. I'm in on him. We're gonna keep this between. And you don't have to show or share every picture.
Who's going
Right.
to intercept that deer first? That's
Right.
pretty much
It's,
where it
all
is.
right, he's got him. I got him. We both have pictures now.
And if it's
who's gonna get
private,
him?
you're not crossing each other's lines. So
Yeah.
it's just,
Right.
it's whatever
Well,
it is.
And whenever he found out about it, he started sending me pictures, and then I did show him some more of the trail cam pictures like that I had. And I think that can be really good as long as both parties are serious.
It can make you guys both commit on the same program to
Yes.
stick to to certain deer.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Oh, yeah.
and the management and the way this property is set up, we both have got to manage these properties correctly for the deer to be good because they connect in like a valley, and that's where the fence runs right in between both ridges coming down.
Right.
So the deer are crossing back and forth
Yep.
every single time. Every time I hunt in there, they come from his field and then they come over here and then they would go back over.
And no matter how deep you fall in love with that deer and think he's all yours, he's not.
Exactly.
He don't love you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heartbreak.
I don't even care. I told him, I was like,
It's a
dude,
one-sided relationship.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It is.
I said,
Baby, come
please
back.
go out and hunt because there was like a few
I'm gonna
days
cry
left
right
of
now thinking about that statement.
Mr. Basement Decorator. Do you
I
want
learned that the hard way.
That
This year.
sucks, man.
Yeah.
I've had it.
Yeah.
And I actually just short story here, but
Deer are like
a-
women.
A good buddy of mine, we've grown up killing deer
Great
back and forth. He's shot some that I really wanted to kill, and then actually
versa?
several, and then I got him back on the last big one. But we were just Snapchatting earlier in that day. I'm like, man, it's my first time in on this sit. I'm kind of sliding in and pretty close to him in this spot, but I only hunt it like a couple times a year. And I was Snapchatting with him. I'm like, anything good back here? He's like, nah, I ain't got shit on camera. And I'm like, yeah, me neither. It's my first time in. I don't even have cameras back here.
They're both lying to each other.
Got 42 cameras back there.
In
And
my,
this is like 11:30, like 2:05 rolls around, and I shoot that 2:02. I'm like, dude, I called him. I was like, dude, I just killed a fucking monster. He's like, yeah, he's got a split too. He's got this. I'm like, you think? He's like, I said, I don't really know. I wasn't even paying attention. I just know he's huge. He's like, yeah, and he's got split brow, split two on the left. This and that. He's got like a little brow tine look.
It probably goes 202.
Yeah. Yeah.
see, it
I'm
might
like,
be.
no
it-
shit. And then I called him later. So I told him, I said, I watched him fall. And I called him later. And I said, hey, you want to come back here? Austin was helping me drag him out, take pictures. And he's like, I said, you want to come back and check him out? He's like, yeah, I'm sitting at the end of the driveway right now. He already
He's
knew where I was
waiting.
at. And he come back and handed me an SD card. So that was cool.
I haven't seen many trail cam pictures of that buck.
I got a bunch of them.
I look at 'em
because he
every
handed me
day.
an SD card.
Well, yeah, you got to bring them over.
He's got like pictures of 3 years of this deer, and he's like, yeah, here you go. After not sharing anything with each other.
That's pretty cool.
deer's
All right, Mr. Basin Decorator, how do you feel about this? The whole sharing shit with your neighbor.
Well, it's funny
great
to
story,
say
by
that
the way,
because I
Ross.
made a video about that, and you commented on it and said, "Don't share them till they're dead."
That's I do believe
Dude,
that.
I really do believe that too.
Yeah.
but-
So here's the way I look at it. There's very few people that know where my properties are, and there are neighbors that we do management programs together. Saved 2 deer this year. We had a lot of trail cam photos before the season. We decided shooter, not shooter, shooter, not shooter. I had a really hard pass because I was having a bad year in North Carolina, and it was a freaking giant 6-pointer. I mean, he was 20 inches wide, and I'm like, that can't be the same deer. And then he had one little notch on his neck, and I'm like, damn it, that is the same deer. Because I just wanted to shoot some at that point. Which I'm going against everything I said earlier, but so I share pictures. I like to put them on social media just because I don't think a lot of people know where I hunt. Now, if you know where I hunt, if you're not on my management program, I'm not going to share them.
Yeah.
people are
I will
crazy.
say, I do have, if I know a neighbor well enough and I know that they're on the program, then I will. Like, I know I got some new neighbors in some spots. I got a spot where I don't know any neighbors, and then I got a spot where I know the neighbor and have got to know him. And I think he's on the same program. And we do share pictures. I share what I have. Like, we talked this year, and I didn't hunt much in this area at the time. And he listens too. And I sent him everything that I thought was mature or rack worthy of sharing, besides all like the scrubs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's on the same program. Now, if I get a big buck this year on there, I really don't see harm in sharing with him, because he's not going to tell anybody to flood in the spot, and he knows I'm not going to do the same either. So there's exceptions to the rules.
There is.
But I think if you know that, it's a benefit with your neighbor.
Yeah.
Like,
I always feel the neighbors out. I'll text them first. Hey, got anything big on camera? When I know they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they have the. I know my property. I know theirs. I know they have the same deer I have. If they say no, then I'm like,
You gotta test them out.
I'm like, okay, that's where we're at on this. Okay, that's fine. But my one neighbor's awesome. He's on the same exact program. He'll send me the guy that killed 9 lives. Like, we share pictures back and forth all the time. Like, it's no big deal. We're on the exact same program, so I'll send him every little buck, every big buck, because they have the same bucks on the same program.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, and this is my first year even having that opportunity to do that. Yeah. And there's a very fine line. Like, I was being very cautious with it. Like you said, I had them send me pictures first.
Well, yeah, especially you're filling it out. You don't know this process. I
Well,
will tell you.
And I've known the neighbor for years, so it's not like his brain. When I first met him, I was like, I ain't sending this guy shit.
This guy's gay.
Here's a fork running around. Little 8-pointer.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Mr. Notch, talking to you about getting your private piece, like when we were going over like screenshots of it, was very interesting to see you assess it. What I felt from the outside in, I circled them like if I were you, I'd probably look here, here, and here.
That's where I shot him at.
And it was interesting. You dove in. I think you had similar ideas to what I had, or maybe I don't know, whatever. But break that down a little bit as like a first time. Rich bow hunter.
It is not easy. Like, I was never the guy. I mean, I was like a long time ago, but I was never the guy to be like, private land's a gimme all the time. It is not. And if I would have gotten that property like 2 or 3 weeks beforehand, I got it the last week of October going into the first week of November. I couldn't really do anything with it. And if I would have, it would have been a lot of work and it would have made it a lot better. But it is not a gimme by any means whatsoever. And I think that's coming from me, people should listen to that because I've not dealt with it in the past. And I did this year, and I can tell you.
It's a big statement.
Yeah. And nothing was done with it at all. So if you're getting a piece of property that people plant stuff, I guess it could be a little bit different, but you still have to figure out, you still have to hunt.
Yeah.
You can't just go in there and climb a tree and do that.
Yeah.
The deer's not going to walk underneath you.
You got to figure out that
quick,
property.
One thing I love about Brandon is he's a relatively new hunter. And I think all hunters, if you think you know it all, you're going to get slapped in the face, right?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
He is excellent at calling with tons of questions about maps, tons of questions about this. And he'll listen. And he'll try what because like, if I'm going to spend an hour with you on the phone talking about a property, I'd like to know that you might try because I want to know if it worked.
Right.
And I know he gets frustrated. He didn't get a buck this year, but like he is well on the road to like being an absolute killer.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at all.
Well, shit, when you hit that buck this year, how many people did you call?
Quite a bit.
I think it's good to have your mindset's very healthy.
Right.
Dude, I remember being in that stage of bowhunting's hard, dude, and it takes a long time to get consistent. It takes a fucking long time.
I think I did it too good with that buck because when he first came in, he was at 6 yards and I was on the ground.
That's crazy, yeah.
It's like I was terrified.
But
it's a lot of pressure for a situation you're not used to being in.
Right, and like I was at full draw and everything, but his vitals recovered. I ended up hitting a branch. As a long story short on it, and
We've all been there.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, even though I didn't kill something, being able like talking with you guys, and I appreciate all of you that I've called and talked to and just picked your brain about whatever, because that's what kind of brought it all together. And it helped a ton.
But that's why I asked, like, how many people did you call? Because even as experienced bow hunters here, we still do that.
Well, and I mean,
when I shot my buck this year, I called everyone here. I'm like, fuck, I don't know, guys. Like, I got an arrow in him, but I don't know. What do I do? Like,
I did the same thing.
In the moment, you're like, what do I do? You just lose everything.
Well, and I called my wife, and then I think I called you.
Yeah.
I FaceTimed the group, called one other guy from the group directly, and then it was you guys and it wasn't one of those situations where like, oh, dude, I smoked him. Like, I knew it was high.
Yeah.
And so I called and picked everybody's brain about where I hit this buck at. What do you think?
Oh, you could tell in your voice that you were worried about it.
Yeah, we gave him, that neighbor, the grandpa on the other side, he was a little skeptical of me on this property. He's like, well, he's probably in there jumping him with the dog. That's why I was like, dude, we gave him 6 hours. Like, he should have bedded down. Like, if we jumped him then whatever.
So, can I ask you this? In Missouri, do you have to have permission to go on the next property?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You have to have not written, but you have to have permission
Okay.
to. And
Not with a drone though.
no, not with the drone. You can anything you want with the drone.
Can
But
zoom around.
yeah, I called a lot of people.
Drones are illegal in Illinois, I reckon. I guess.
Really,
I guess.
And
I-
and right now Iowa.
I wish more people would do it because I was not about to pay $1,000 for a guy to come down and.
Do you remember what
after
you
the
said
dog-
to me the next day?
What's that?
You called me. It was after y'all looked forever with the dog, and you said, "I know why I lost this deer." Do you remember this?
No.
And I said, "Why'd you lose it?" He said, "Because I talked so much shit to you when you
Oh
lost your
yeah,
deer."
yeah. Because
Karma.
you
Karma's
shot
a
yours
bitch.
a week before mine.
It was a week before.
Well,
yeah.
and then Lance, I went to
The
Kansas.
video you showed us at dinner.
yeah,
Yeah.
That buck's fucking dead.
Yeah.
I know.
So Lance, the day before I shot this buck, I helped Lance drag his buck out of Kansas. So like everybody was shooting deer, and I was like, "This is sweet." After I shot him,
Sick.
What,
Yeah.
What about me?
what was the date you shot your buck?
November 19th, he showed up on the 12th, and I shot him the 19th.
It's getting into it, dude. It's cool to see you go through that process, but dude,
Yeah.
just don't want to discourage you.
Oh no, I seriously, he's already shown back up on camera, and
Oh,
he's
good.
made it through the cold.
Yeah.
He's daylight. He's lost his horns. I just got to find him. So, and he's not like a giant compared to you guys, but
Don't say that.
Either way,
He's a great buck.
He's
either
a-
way, you learned a lot, and
Right.
you're going to continue to learn a lot. We still learn a lot all the time.
This
I
ain't
mean,
your first and it ain't your last, brother.
right, and he's gonna be a lot bigger this year.
Oh,
'cause
that's
he's,
great, man.
He's young.
Hopefully, I throw some drop times from all them
Yeah.
wounds.
Yeah. I think I know. Yeah. When he daylighted,
Oh shit! Here we go.
Here we go.
Best
Hold
part
on.
about wounding deer.
Double main beam. What's
Best
up?
part of wounding deer.
It's drop times in your life.
It's fucked up.
Hell yeah.
That's a
ju-
great commercial.
those are just
good job.
jokes.
I like the Folgers.
You
thing
convinced
there.
me.
Yeah.
I like the
damn.
loopholed rant glasses.
I like that too.
I think
That's
that should
cool.
be
Dude,
like a
he-
staple.
This segment's brought to you by Loophole. Let's talk about the gays.
That's just what they want to hear.
Yeah, they're like,
They
thanks.
drop us tomorrow.
We're from Portland.
They're like, hey, don't do that.
Like, hey, the whole loopholed rant glasses. How about no?
How about no?
Hey, it'd be nice if you didn't do that when you said the word faggot, please. Don't do that. Anyway, or Mexicans.
So you didn't like it.
All right, no, scratch that. We'll,
So what you're saying
we'll
is,
transition. All right, we're dumb. That's what we do here. We're sorry for ruining your episode with the Mexican jokes.
Listen,
I
it is what it is.
I will say though, if we over the years of screwed up situations with different deer and how you hunt them, whether it's a miss, whether it's a wound, or whether it's just to blow them out of their bed, whatever, I think we could all triple, quadruple the deer on our wall if we had all those back.
Yeah.
But those are
Oh,
the ones
yeah.
that you never forget.
oh fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
you learn from them. That's
they
the
make
point.
you a better hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, I practice so much more than I used to after misses.
Yep.
You know. And
Yeah.
well, and I
And you might think 3 times before you go do something again
Yeah.
because it screwed up last time. So
Yeah.
And the deer that you absolutely smoke pinwheel 'em, like you're gonna forget that story before like mine this year.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that story for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a couple stories that'll just you rinse your face off in the shower.
Yeah.
Dude.
You think about it too
yeah.
much in the shower.
I'm just gonna take a shower 2 hours later.
You just
still
sit down in the
shower.
shower and just.
Dude,
Take a nap.
it's just not good for anybody.
With this buck, it was right after I saw the arrow hit the ground. It was like immediately everything runs through your head of, man, I should have did this. And
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
always a shoulda, wouldas,
Were,
man.
were you filming?
No.
Okay.
He came across my trail camera right before I shot him.
Even with those
yeah.
ones you pinwheel, there's always that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I should have done that.
And everything was perfect except for that fucking branch. Like it would have been. I was calm, cool, and collected when I was on him, and just,
I hate
well,
when
they're
them
never gonna hit the shooting lane.
no.
No, never.
Well,
They always come from the opposite side or wherever.
That's just the way it is.
and this is a really messed up situation. There's no trees to climb in this area. It's all
hell?
locust trees.
Yep.
So I'm just sitting there in a little tripod chair, and I just see horns at like 20 yards.
You shot him at 6 yards?
No, he,
Oh, I
well,
thought you
he
said-
was at 6. If he
Okay.
would have had his vitals open,
Okay.
then I would have been able to hit him at 6 yards.
I'd
I was just
stab him.
looking down the arrow right there. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, no kidding.
just waiting for him to step out behind the tree.
Well, if you're a Bowmar, you would have shot
Through
through
the
all that
branch.
shit at
Yeah.
80 yards.
Yeah.
With his beast broadhead.
well,
His grandpa invented those, you know.
I just got sent a picture of a fuck you type deer found dead.
Oh no.
By where you
You
hunt?
did get quiet.
By where you hunt?
No,
Oh.
a homie.
Oh.
A fuck you type deer. We'll talk about that on another episode because I don't have any details. I just got a picture. That's it. No, when you get a picture and no description, it's a problem.
Like,
Yeah, you're
like a homie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a homie we know?
yeah. You guys kind of know him. He's gay, but you know him.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's big.
That narrows it down.
Yeah. Turns out everyone hang out with this gay. Dude, I love your rants. All have valid, deep conversation behind them.
Yeah, he doesn't just talk bullshit. He's talking like real thoughts.
It's
You're
It's
an
not like
intelligent-
trolling people.
this is
that's the problem.
You're not fishing for comments.
You have wholesome content.
this is my passion. I mean, I love it, and like when I ran about CWD and stuff like that, my worry is that it's not going to be around for my kids because of regulation, not because of actual CWD.
It's a legit concern.
Yeah,
and
and yeah, I don't ever just want to get on social media and just yell, or be mean or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
like I try to think about stuff before I say it. Now, every once in a while, I'll get too much whiskey and make a video, and
oops.
and, the next day you're like, yeah, delete.
Yeah.
How many
but-
how many people saw that shit?
Yeah.
2.2 million goo.
Can you
So-
make one rant on how you hate Doug?
Oh yeah, give us
I
a.
don't though. I really like Doug.
Well, what if you did?
Thank you.
What if I did?
See? All right,
Okay.
all right. Give us a basement decorator off the cuff.
Film it right now.
Right, we're filming.
Okay.
Rant about Doug. How you hate him.
If you make up something, let's see what you got.
Blasphemy.
Okay.
Be careful. He's sensitive.
I think Doug has a stash because he can't grow a full beard, and he's also scared to chug a beer very fast because he'll get drunk like a little sissy.
That's a really good fast rant. That was actually
That was really good.
that hit home, didn't it, Doug?
Yeah, that hurt.
Because he can't chug a beer with a fuck. That's
Chug that
actually
beer,
true.
Doug.
I don't want to chug it.
Chug it.
Chug
You
it.
won't.
It's so full.
No, you gotta chug it, dude.
I don't
you
want
got
it.
to.
Come on, give us a
Do
chug.
it.
Give
I
us a
could add
chug.
one more thing. If we go a couple more episodes back, Doug is chasing a ghost, and his father will never be the bow hunter that his father is.
Yeah.
You
And
had to go there. You know what? I'm going to chug 5 beers.
chug that beer, Doug.
I don't want to do it.
Do it. You won't.
But in all
on.
honesty, I really like Doug. So
Thank you.
yeah.
All right.
He called you out, though, that you'll
All right.
never chug a beer.
Do it. You won't.
He
balls.
said it. He said it.
It was a fake video.
Pussy.
No, it happened.
imagine
I saw
when-
it.
We could have a shotgun race later.
No, because you're just going to win.
I have a real talent in shotgunning.
I just
we
want
need
to
to
see
see
you
it.
do it now.
Yeah, but when the clips
Could you
come
do
out,
one
he-
on air without making a mess?
Probably not.
Probably not.
You're pretty.
It's kind of
Yeah.
messy.
you're a messy
Yeah.
So
shotgun.
you're,
do
not,
it-
so you're not that good.
We'll do it out front on Main
Yeah,
Street.
we'll do it out front. Yeah.
Okay, Doug, you're gonna
We'll
have to chug
film
that
it for
beer.
the talk.
Just
I'll do
chug
later.
it. Just chug
I
it.
don't want to do it.
Because, hey, we're going to clip that, and everyone's going to think he called you out for chugging a beer, and then we can just clip you afterwards.
Jordan's
chugging.
watching. He'll take a note. He'll know how to edit.
Here, I'll do it with you. Okay. Cheers.
How full's your beer?
I need a new one.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Guy's a true American.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Is that
cheat.
good enough?
Oh yeah, plenty. Yeah.
He's a
We
Red
should
Bull
all
American.
do it.
You know, I'll chug my
Are we all
beer
just
with you.
chugging beer? All right.
Hey, how about we all just chug some beers together?
I mean,
Hey, Ross is checking Crown.
You
Don't
want a
worry.
beer?
Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
empty.
hold on.
You want a
I'm
beer?
empty. I'll take a beer.
Oh, shit, fire.
I gotta take my Zen out.
Yeah, I'll chug a beer. I'll do it.
Kurt McGirt's coming out.
That's
Don't
right.
spit on the mics.
Okay.
I said I drank 2 beers. I drank another beer. All right, you ready?
Here's
No.
to Doug.
Here, cheers.
Yeah. Bruh.
Brah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at chugging beers.
Ooh, it's cold.
Not for me.
We're never gonna die.
You guys really drink those?
This episode could get interesting.
Never grow up.
Hey, is that
Kurt,
the, is
are
that
you-
the,
Bring in the Blantons, boys. We're doing it.
is that the first time we ever chugged a beer on?
It sounded
think so.
disgusting for
Oh,
sure.
just. No.
That is North Carolina's finest.
I did not
know what?
finish my beer.
You know, I think that's. Do we close this podcast out on a good beer chug? Because we're getting ready to do another one.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
I want to say
Yeah.
Appreciate all of you guys.
Appreciate you.
A lot of people talk shit about you.
They do?
And I said this in the last episode. Oh yeah.
Huh? Who?
I mean, on the internet and people who don't listen because of the way
Same
you guys
people
do
talk
things.
shit about me.
You know
Yeah.
why they don't? You know why they talk shit? Because we're having more fucking fun.
Exactly. And I will tell everybody who has ever had any doubt in their mind about you guys are good people on the show. You guys are good people in real life.
Thank you.
And you guys are just awesome.
They're just jealous. 'cause
Except
they
for
don't-
Doug.
So I told Kurt this 3 years ago. I sent a message to y'all. He doesn't remember it, but I was looking back in it, and it was when I was first starting my platform, and I'd been listening to y'all for a while, and I was like, I really hope to be on your show one day and earn a spot on your show. So thank you. This was like a dream come true,
Yeah.
and you guys are fucking awesome. Like,
I'm glad you're here,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, thanks for
buddy.
coming.
Yeah.
Plug everything you need to plug. Just shamelessly plug the shit out of your pages.
Your fucking logo's badass too, by the way.
You like that?
Yes.
I do like
I came
that.
up with that on my own.
Big
so.
fan.
Nice.
It's the best name in all of hunting.
So pretty
It's
much
all
all my
social media.
stuff, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, it's all Basement Decorator. So
It's the best name.
yeah,
Do you
It's
sell-
the fucking best name.
It is.
I love it, dude.
I like it. I mean, I think it works.
I know exactly what it means when I hear it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you never have a house without a basement.
Oh,
I don't have a
shit.
basement,
Don't buy a double
but I got
wide.
this
Yeah.
is my basement.
You got a crawl space.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
That'll work.
Studio decorator.
I mean, we have a basement here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I technically have a basement at my house too, but I only put dead bodies over there that aren't taxidermied.
I wouldn't disrespect a
I mean-
deer like that.
I don't put anything in my basement at home.
Wait, what?
Unnotched.
Unnotched on all platforms. All the Poor Hunter t-shirts are going to be $10. So I'm switching over to nicer quality shirts.
Oh yeah.
So go to the website, Unnotched Hunting, $10. $5 shipping, $7 shipping.
We're still offering
Wow,
about
you're
that
really
poor hunter
plugging
thing, and we'll do all the shipping for you.
I've tried talking to you about it. You're like, I'll talk to Eric. And
The poor
For
hunter.
what?
I think it's a badass shirt.
I think it's hilarious.
$7 for shipping.
It's
Yeah, I just have a flat rate.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm doing better shirts. Like I have cheaper shirts right now, and they just don't like them. So I'm gonna do some higher quality ones. I need to get rid of.
I got you.
Need to get rid of all of them.
Eric. He's
You
got
have my number. Why does
Hey.
Kurt have to ask me?
But he doesn't know
the
you.
poor hunter shirts. It was like Pornhub, but poor hunter.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
told him that we need to carry that in our store, and we'll just cut him a commission.
Well,
'cause
and you
do
guys
it.
need to do the 6-figure bow hunter.
that's it. We do need to do that.
Then you can have like a rags to riches bundle.
We got a
Poor
couple
hunter and-
dope ass shirts in the works. I like it. All right,
Be sweet.
Unnotched basement decorator. You guys are the shit.
Do you sell your hats, shirts?
Yeah, I
or-
have a website too. I forgot about that.
Plug
BasementDecorator.com.
Yeah, that's good.
There
Hey, it was
is.
funny. I sold a ton like quick, and now I still sell some, but like I don't care about that. I mean, I don't do this for money.
Everybody that wanted to buy on bottom, and then
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Switch
put it
it
all in the
up.
episode description, so everyone listening, can go in there, support these guys. They're just good fucking dudes. Support them every way you can. Ross,
Yo.
hey buddy,
Hey.
how you feel about this whole
Hey.
thing?
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy you're happy.
How you feeling?
I'm fucking having a good time.
Yeah.
Until right fucking now. But
Shit, end the
who
podcast.
wants to start some shit with me? Doug, drink your beer, dude.
Fucking glasses.
Chug it. Chug it,
I'm not
Doug.
doing that.
Chug it.
We're gonna send him
Take the
Eagle
glasses
Pass.
off.
I got a question.
I like the loophole shade thing.
Did you make Doug a tattoo appointment yet?
That's a complicated
It's in the
situation.
works.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't get any complicated more than it
All right,
needs to happen. Like
can I take
right
this
now.
moment? I want
Easy,
to.
Ross.
What's that? It gives me to get more complicated than it
Maybe
is.
I just don't delay the shit. Eric went for like what 2.5 years after.
Okay, let Eric
So,
say his
5
piece, and then
years.
I do want to give a shout out to that. Honestly,
I just asked him the question.
I know, but it brings up a point that I want to shout out somebody for that tattoo thing.
Okay.
So
Did you make a tattoo appointment with your tattoo artist?
no, I didn't. So I want to take this moment. I wanted you to say your piece, then I was going to say the piece, but I'll say it now. Freedom Inc. in Peoria, Illinois, was owned by Tim Beck. Tim Beck in Peoria is a tattooing legend in the game. Tim Beck just recently passed away, like at the time I'm recording, like a week ago.
Dang.
A legend in the game is even an understatement for what this dude has done for tattooing, especially traditional tattooing. He influenced my tattoo artist, Zach Dole. Zach Dole apprenticed with Tim Beck. tattoos at Freedom Ink, and I get all my tattoos now from Zach Dole. Zach Dole, I think, is one of the best traditional tattoo artists in the game now. He's an awesome fucking guy. And he's one of the big dogs that works at Tim Beck's shop. And Tim Beck just passed away from cancer. Rest in peace, Tim Beck. You're a legend. And that's, we went down. I was down there like 2 days after Tim passed away. And I was going to make the appointment for your tattoo, Doug, but it was just not the time to bring up.
Totally understandable.
So, but I'm glad you brought it up so I can kind of like say that anybody that's into tattooing and respects traditional tattoo. What's that?
That's kind of why I brought it up.
Yeah,
you want to talk about it?
It's a bummer, but the dude has so much legacy that's going to live on in his art, and we have some of his art in our studio here.
Yep.
I bought a bunch of Tim Beck artwork for the bathroom in there, and it's all. I never really thought about like the value that is going to be worth like in the tattooing community, in the art community, but I'm being tattooed currently by a Tim Beck protege, in my opinion. Zach Dole, I think, is the best in the game, and tattoos me, tattoos my wife, tattoos my friends. He's tattooed my throat. He's gonna tattoo the rest of my whole neck. He's gonna probably tattoo my fucking face one day. So, and he's gonna also tattoo Doug's ass.
There it is.
Shit. I thought you guys forgot.
Nope. Back to your butt. Nothing safe.
My dumper?
Chris Brackett. Remember you say nothing safe? Talking about Doug's butt.
Where's it
That is
going
weird
on
you
your
said
ass?
that. That's kind of
Wait,
weird. now you figured it
yeah.
out.
Are you going left cheek or right cheek?
Or
We
in
haven't
the
talked
middle.
about this.
Or is it
Or
going to be
middle?
in the crack? Going
Whoa.
to the crack.
The
What
deer
cheek
tracks
am I
come
going
out of the
on?
middle.
I thought
No.
they weren't doing deer tracks anymore.
Hey, when
No
you
deer
put out
tracks.
the vibe at the bar, what butt cheeks out?
Do it right now. Hold on. Do it. Do the vibe.
Oh,
Right.
right. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is.
Hey, right is right.
That's great.
Okay, are we getting out of here or what?
Let's get out of here.
Do it.
You know what to do. Go shoot your
Oh,
bow.
wait.
Fuck
One
off.
thing.
We love you. What?
Don't let Mr. Unnotch order your Uber. All right, end it there.
Hey, that wasn't my fault.
No, it was.
No,
Go
it
shoot your
wasn't.
bow. We love you. Peace.